You bought a Monstera because someone told you it could survive anywhere. Low light, no direct sun, even a dark corner of your apartment. And maybe things were fine at first. But now the leaves are small, the plant looks tired, and it's barely growing. Here's the truth. Monstera can survive in low light. But surviving and thriving are two very different things. And today, I'm going to show you exactly where the line is. In this video, we're going to break down the real relationship between Monstera and low light. You'll learn what low light actually means for this plant, what signs to watch out for, and what you can do right now to keep your Monstera healthy, even if your home doesn't get much sun. No complicated science, no confusing plant jargon, just straightforward, honest information. Let's get into it. Okay, first let's talk about something that confuses almost every beginner. When people say low light plant, what does that actually mean? Because here's the thing. Low light does not mean no light. Plants need light to survive. All plants, including Monstera. What low light tolerant really means is this. The plant can handle less light than most. It won't immediately die in a dim room. But won't die is the bare minimum, right? Here's a simple way to think about it. Imagine light levels on a scale of 1 to 10. Direct sunlight outside? That's a 10. A bright sunny room near a window? That's a 6 or 7. A room with one small window and no direct sun? That's a 3 or 4. A dark hallway with no windows? That's a 1, maybe even 0. Monstera can handle a 3 or 4. But below that, you're going to have problems. And most people don't realize their apartment is actually at a 2. So before anything else, walk around your space and honestly look at how much light each room gets. Not just when the sun is shining at its peak, but throughout the whole day. That single step will change how you care for your plant. Now let's talk about what actually happens to your Monstera when it doesn't get enough light. Because here's what nobody warns you about. The damage is slow. And it's quiet. Your plant won't suddenly collapse overnight. Instead, you'll notice small things. Things that are easy to ignore. Sign number 1. Small, plain leaves. You know those big, dramatic Monstera leaves with the splits and holes? Those are called fenestrations. They only develop on mature leaves that grew with enough light. In low light, new leaves come in small. Sometimes, they're not much bigger than your hand. And they're plain. No splits, no holes. Just a solid green oval. A lot of people think their plant is just young. But if your Monstera has been growing for over a year and still no fenestrations, light is almost always the reason. Sign number 2. Long, leggy stems. When a Monstera doesn't get enough light, it starts stretching. It literally reaches toward whatever light source it can find. The stems between leaves get longer and thinner. The plant looks sparse and loose instead of full and lush. This is called etiolation, and it's a classic sign of light stress. Sign number 3. Very slow growth. Monstera is actually a fast grower when it's happy. In good conditions, you can see a new leaf every 2 to 3 weeks. In low light, you might wait 2 months for a single leaf. And that new leaf? It'll be small. Sign number 4. Yellowing leaves over time. Now, yellow leaves have many causes. Overwatering is the most common. But when yellowing happens slowly, consistently, on a plant that otherwise seems okay, insufficient light is often the underlying problem. The plant simply can't produce enough energy to maintain all its leaves, so it drops the ones it can't support. You might be thinking, okay, but my Monstera has been in a low light spot for months and it looks fine. And you could be right. Some plants adapt. But here's the question I'd ask you, is it growing? Because a plant that's just sitting there, not dying but not growing either, that's a plant that's just surviving. And you want more than that. Let's clear up some things you've probably read or heard online. Myth number 1. Monstera is a shade plant. This comes from the fact that Monstera grows under the canopy of trees in tropical forests. And yes, in the wild, they don't get blasted with direct sunlight all day. But here's what people miss. Even under a forest canopy, a Monstera still gets bright, filtered light. And it grows up trees, toward the sky, toward light. It's not hiding in the dark. It's climbing toward the brightest spot it can reach. So, forest plant doesn't mean dark room plant. It means indirect, bright to medium light. That's its natural sweet spot. Myth number 2. My plant survived for a year in low light, so it must be fine. Surviving is not thriving. A Monstera in low light can stay alive for a long time, but it will never reach its full potential. The leaves will stay small. The splits won't come. The growth will be slow. If that's okay with you, that's totally fine. You can keep it there. But if you want that big, dramatic, Instagram-worthy Monstera low light, won't get you there. Myth number 3. Grow lights don't really work. This one is completely false. A good grow light, specifically a full-spectrum LED, can make a real difference. We'll talk more about this in the next section. But if you've ever dismissed grow lights as unnecessary or too complicated, give them another look. All right, here's the part you've been waiting for. What do you actually do if your home doesn't get much natural light? You have a few solid options. Option 1. Find the brightest spot in your home. This sounds obvious, but most people don't do it carefully enough. Walk around your home on a sunny day, ideally midday. Look for the spot that gets the most natural brightness, even if it's not direct sun. A room with a large window, even a north-facing one, is still better than a hallway. A spot near a window, even a few feet back, is almost always better than a corner. Move your Monstera to the brightest available spot. Start there. Option 2. Rotate your plant regularly. Light usually comes from one direction. If your plant always faces the same way, only one side gets light. Give it a quarter turn every 1 to 2 weeks. This helps the whole plant grow more evenly, and every leaf gets time closer to the light source. Option 3. Use a grow light. This is genuinely one of the best things you can do for an indoor plant. You don't need anything expensive or complicated. A basic full-spectrum LED grow bulb, the kind that screws into a regular lamp, costs around $10 to $20. Set it up on a timer, about 12 to 14 hours per day. Place it close enough to the plant, usually within 2 to 3 feet. That's it. A lot of plant owners are surprised by how much difference this makes. Leaves get larger. Growth speeds up. Fenestrations start appearing. It's not a miracle. It's just giving your plant the light it actually needs. Option 4. Rotate with an outdoor spot when possible. If you have a balcony, a porch, or even a window ledge, moving your Monstera outside for a few hours a few times a week can help enormously. Just keep it in bright shade. Never direct harsh midday sun that can actually burn the leaves. Morning light is perfect. Gentle, warm, and not too intense. All right, let's bring this all together. Here's the truth about Monstera and low light. In simple terms, one Monstera can tolerate low light. It won't die right away. 2. But in low light, it will grow slowly, stay small, and never develop those beautiful split leaves. 3. Low light tolerant means it can handle less light, not that it prefers darkness. 4. The signs to watch for are small plain leaves, leggy stems, slow growth, and gradual yellowing. 5. You can fix this. Find a brighter spot, rotate the plant, or get a simple grow light. You don't need a perfect, sun-drenched apartment to grow a beautiful Monstera. You just need to understand what your plant actually needs and meet it halfway. That's the truth nobody tells you, and now you know it. If this video helped you understand your Monstera better, hit the like button. It really does help this channel grow. And if you're new here, subscribe. We make simple, honest plant care videos for real people with real homes. No perfect setups, no giant greenhouses, just practical advice that actually works. Now, I want to hear from you. Where is your Monstera sitting right now? And how much light does it actually get? Drop it in the comments below. I read every single one. I'll see you in the next one. Take care of your plants and yourself.